Good morning everyone, welcome to today's video. If you saw my last video, you will see that I unboxed a 5-day fasting mimicking diet from Prolon, and I promised you that I would open it up with you properly and almost kind of do a online food journal. So that's what today's video is going to be about. I will make sure to timestamp things as well, and I'm going to make sure to link articles and bits and pieces like that in the description box, because obviously there's a lot of science in this which it's always good to read about. If you're interested in something, I always think it's good to do your own research, so I will put some of the links of things that I've read about it as well. But let's rewind. So you guys know that I do intermittent fasting. I do a 16/8. Sometimes I do more than 16 hours. Sometimes I'll do like 17 or 18, depending on, you know, a variety of factors, where I am, what I'm doing, and that kind of thing. So when I was told about this Prolon Fasting Mimicking Diet, I was really intrigued to kind of see what it's all about and the why behind it as well. As I said, I'm going to link everything down below so that you can read more about it, but just a quick overview. The fasting mimicking diet, the FMD, is part of something that has been developed by Valter Longo. He is, I'm going to read this to get it right, the director of the Longevity Institute and the founder of Create Cures. He's a very interesting man. You have to listen. There's a great interview with him on Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. Really got to go listen to that. It's incredible. And one of the things I love about what he does as well is that any money that is made from the FMD kit that I'm about to show you, he doesn't profit from it at all. It's all kind of plowed back into research. And I actually got hold of his book. I think this might be an old edition. I think there might be a newer edition. Again, I will link the book down below as well in case you fancy. The protocol for the FMD is that it puts your body into that fasting state. It's almost tricking your body that you are fasting for health reasons. I'm going to be really quick because I could go on and ramble and then not make any sense either to you or me. But effectively, the FMD, it's a kit that you get for 5 days. You only eat and drink what is included in the kit. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's just there. And apart from water, you obviously have to drink, I think it's 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day. And you are effectively putting your body into a fasting state, but you are still eating and you're getting your macro and micronutrients as well. So there's supplements included as well. And that way you're getting the benefits of fasting, things like autophagy. I never know if I pronounce that right, but you're getting the benefits of fasting without actually having to eat nothing at all. Like, you know, I know people do water fast. There's someone I know, she did 22 days of a water fast, nothing but water for 22 days. I don't even know how she did that. But I'm starting today. I'm full of energy and I'm very excited to do this. I know that it is going to be taxing on the body a little bit, because the first day I think is about 1,100 calories, and then the next 4 days will be about 750 calories, I think. So I've cleared my diary completely. I did speak to Don at Elite Wellness just to get his tips on how to get the best out of this. Oh, the sun's come out. How to get the best out of doing this. And one of the things that he said, which I thought was a very sensible thing to do, he said treat the 5 days like you're in a retreat. Like, try and clear your diary of anything and everything, because obviously it is less calories than you normally eat. So you want to not tax the body in other ways. So yeah, I have kind of cleared my diary of everything. Oh, he's just sitting there. So yeah, I've just cleared my diary of anything and everything that I can possibly move or cancel. I have one live at the end of this week, but that's okay. I'm not going anywhere to do that. I'm doing that from home, obviously online. But let's get into the box, because I want to start eating and I can't do it until I've opened it up with you. I haven't opened up inside the boxes yet, but I thought I would talk you through it and show you what I'm having bit by bit. So this is the box that your 5-day kit comes in. And included in there is a bottle, because you do have to A, drink lots of water, but B, you have to, I think, dilute one of the supplement drinks in the bottle as well. And it comes with all this information. So it gives you your meal program for the 5 days, and you can actually apparently have it in any order you want within a given day. So you've got your meal program that tells you the best way to eat all the different bits in the boxes. A little bit more information about Prolon, and you know, kind of how to use the products, how to best store them, how to best make the products that you have to put together. I say products, food. And then there's a full nutritional breakdown of every food item, and actually not just the item as well, the supplements that are included as well. It's all broken down, so there's all the information there. And that, let me move this, that is 5 days of food. It doesn't look like a lot, but this is a challenge, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. So let's open up day 1. It's a natural plant-based diet that was tested pre-clinically and clinically at the Longevity Institute and Diabetes and Obesity Research Institute of the University of Southern California, and sponsored by the National Institute on Aging and the National Institutes of Health. Okay. So there is a mixture in there of a nut-based bar, a herbal tea, there's supplements, there's a soup mix as well, a couple of soup mixes. So it's quite a variety. So there's some olives as a snack. We have some kale crackers. Apparently they're really, really nice. A couple of soup mixes. So one would be for lunch and one would be for dinner. We also have an infusion for the water, in case you want to make your water taste a bit nicer. You know, some people just don't like drinking lots of water. This is one of the supplements, and there's also this vitamin supplement. Everything is included in this box, everything apart from water, obviously. And then we also have a couple of these nut-based bars, and last but not least, ooh, a little Choco Crisp bar. Of course, Hermes has to come and check it out. An open box, he has to come and check it out. So that is today's intake. It's quite a lot of different things there, but obviously today is the 1100. Let me just turn this around. As I mentioned, today is the 1100 calorie intake. So that's a little bit more than on the next 4 days, I guess, but we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm gonna dig in now. I also did wonder about whether I should do this within my 16-8 intermittent fast eating window, like I have an 8-hour window that I normally eat in. And according to Don, he said that that would work fine. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm planning to do anyway for 5 days. Let's see if I wake up starving tomorrow and I have to eat earlier, because it doesn't really matter. I think you can do it within an intermittent fasting window, or you can just eat normally like breakfast, lunch and dinner. So yeah, let's get started. And according to the instructions and everything else, you can mix it up in terms of not have to have what they say for breakfast. You can mix it up during the day, but whatever they put in box 1, you eat on day 1. You don't mix up stuff from day 1 and day 2, if you see what I mean. So each box is complete for that one day, and you don't take things from here into day 2, if that makes sense. Right, now to start eating. This is breakfast. I've got my spearmint lemon infusion kind of brewing, steeping away 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to be having this nut bar, the L bar, and I'm going to be taking these supplements. So I thought while I'm eating this, that's the nut bar by the way, while I'm eating this I thought I would tell you a little bit about why I'm doing this. So at the risk of being rude and talking while I'm eating, I know that intermittent fasting or fasting of any sort has its detractors and its advocates, and I am an advocate. I really believe in the health benefits of fasting, whether you're doing a 5-2 fast, the warrior fast, 16-8, 18-6, whatever it is. I really believe in that, especially as I get older. I think there's definitely a little bit of magic that goes on, and you can read all about the effects on the body, the metabolic effects on the body, if you are interested in it. But I thought this was interesting because this is a short, sharp shock to the body. It's 5 days. As I said, I think, did I mention it before? The clinical trials that they did, it was 5 days and then repeated for in the next month and in the following month. So 3 rounds of 5 days over 3 months. And the markers, the biometric markers and markers like blood pressure and diabetes and other healthful markers like that were found to be seriously improved. So that is really, really encouraging. I'm not an expert in this at all, but all the reading that I'm doing of other experts like Walter Longo, like Andrew Steele, that book Ageless that I've told you about that I've loved reading. So much of living a longer, healthier life is about not overloading our body with calories that we don't need. A slight dietary restriction is long-term beneficial to the body. So that's why I thought I would try this out and let you guys know what I think of it. All good so far, because I'm not really feeling any calorie restriction at the moment. I'm just starting, but we'll see how I feel by 8 o'clock tonight. I don't think I'm going to feel it today so much. I think it'll be tomorrow when the 750 calories hits after today's calorie restriction as well. But so far so good. I have lots to do today. That's the other thing I like about this. I don't have to think about what I'm going to have, weighing it out, measuring it, working out the calories, working out any macros or anything like that. Because in the book, let me just show you the book again. In the book, there is a protocol to follow. You don't have to buy the kit, obviously. So there is a protocol to follow if you wanted to do the 5-day fasting mimicking diet, but you have to work out a lot of things. And if you're in a family house like I am, and you have to work out what you're eating compared to what somebody else is eating, this is actually a really nice controlled way. There's no guessing. It's like, what's in the box? That's what you eat. If it's not in the box, you're not having it. It's simple as that. Just now my son offered me some coconut water. I'm like, I can't have it. If it's not water, I can't add to what's in the box. And he said to me, but it's just water. It's a kind of water. Yes, but I am literally going to try and do this as close to the instructions as possible. We're not meant to have coffee or caffeine. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go. So no coffee, no caffeine, no green tea, no tea, no black. I don't drink black tea. So I might be a little bit grumpy tomorrow. I'm all right at the moment. I feel good at the moment, but yeah, I'm guessing that tomorrow I'm going to be grumpy on a second day of no coffee. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to enjoy my nut bar right now and my spearmint lemon infusion tea. Looks like it's nearly ready to drink. Really nice. Sweeter than I expected as well, because I was expecting everything to be quite bland and tasteless, but you can taste the nuts, you can taste a sweetness that's coming through as well. And the other thing is this is a plant-based fasting mimicking diet, so the soups and everything, I think I saw a minestrone soup and a tomato soup for today. And long-term, Walter Longo recommends as a longevity diet, a pescatarian diet. He tries to stay away from, definitely from red meat and chicken as well, I think. I have to do more reading. I will catch up with you at snack time. It's a bit weird because I normally don't have this many meals because I am doing my 8-hour window of eating. I have to fit in 3 meal times and 2 snacks. So I think I might actually just kind of amalgamate one of the snacks and one of the meals together, because otherwise I'm just kind of starting all day in eating. And it sounds like there's a lot of food. It's not, but it's kind of, you know, the way it's laid out. Anyway, I'm having lunch now, which is quite a sizable lunch, to be honest. I'm having this tomato soup. I decided to do it in a mug, or you can do it on the stove and, you know, have it with a spoon. I've got some, oh, I've opened them already. I've got some kale crackers, these ones, and I've got some olives, which I haven't opened yet. I'm going to open those, and another little supplement. I'm drinking copious amounts of water, and actually, to be honest, I feel fine at the moment. I don't feel like I'm being restricted or restrained in terms of food, but like I said, let's see how I feel by the end of tomorrow. But yeah, so far the food is nice. I'm eating these kale crackers and they're quite tasty. Let's see if I can, you could actually just use these as croutons. I think that's a really lovely idea. That soup is really nice. I normally don't like tomato soup, but actually this is quite well seasoned. So far so good. Actually, let's open up the olives while I'm talking to you so that you can see what they are like. I do love the convenience of this. Like I said, like if I was going into the office, not that many of us go into the office now, but you know, if I was going into the office, I could just take my food with me, just take that portion of food with me. Olives. Very nice indeed. Right, onwards with my day. I think I might combine dinner and the next snack together so that makes it more of a sizable meal, but also so I don't have to kind of stop and start my day. So yeah, I am in full work mode. Hair is tied back. I'm gonna get back to it after I finish my lunch. End of the day. Well, I mean, it's not bedtime, but end of my working day and end of my feeding day, if you see what I mean. I've just finished dinner. So you just saw that I had the very tasty minestrone soup. Very different from the other one in that you have to put this one in on the stove. You can't put this one into the microwave. You have to cook it for 15 minutes. Surprisingly tasty. I'm actually very surprised with how lovely these things are tasting. Sorry, I look so tired. I know I look really tired. I'll change into a sweatshirt as well because I was feeling a little bit chilly in my blouse. This is not what you expect in May. It's been raining most of the day, and just before I came on here to talk to you now, it's been hailing. Hailstones hitting the window, and so I had to wait because it was so loud. But yeah, I have finished everything. Oh, the afternoon snack was another one of those nut bars that you saw me having in the morning, and another herbal tea. So that was really nice. And I've just had that soup, as I said, and now I have one last little thing left to have. This is their Choco Crisp bar. Hold on, let me open it up. And you can see it. Actually, oh, it smells really nice. It smells actually quite chocolatey. It's very much needed. So that's it. You get an idea of the size as well. I really like that. That's very nice. I'm going to go and enjoy that while I watch the 7 o'clock news. I had dinner a bit later than I normally do today, so it's 7 o'clock in a second. Normally I have dinner at 6, so it's a little bit later than normal. Mainly because I didn't realise I had to cook this for 15 minutes, otherwise I would have been finished earlier. I'm rambling, I'm losing focus. That is day 1 of this intake done. And so far I'm feeling really good. I mean, today's intake hasn't been that much less in terms of calories than I quite often eat. You know, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am a small person. Please don't forget that. I'm very small. I'm only 5'2" when I really stand up tall, and I'm very small boned. So I really kind of on an average day I only eat about 1200 calories max, unless I'm pigging out. That's my normal, like on a normal eating day. So today is literally, I think, only about 100 calories than I normally eat, and there have been days where I've in the past eaten less than that. So feeling good today. Tomorrow's going to be tough because no coffee, no green tea, no caffeine of any sort, and about 30% less calories. So I think by this time tomorrow, I'll be crawling. I'll be on my knees. We'll see. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Day 2. And I have woken up hungry, which, hold on, I don't know why I'm wearing my glasses. I don't know why I've woken up hungry, but I have, because I didn't actually eat that many less calories yesterday than I normally do. These 4 days coming up are going to be tougher because that is a little bit less than I normally eat. But yeah, I've woken up hungry. However, when I went to bed last night, because I knew that I hadn't eaten that much less than I normally do, I decided I'm still going to do my 16/8. So I am going to wait till 11:30 before I eat my breakfast today, but I don't know if that's going to happen for the next 3 days. We'll see. This morning's breakfast is one of those nut bars and a herbal tea, which I will have in about half an hour, I think. What time is it? Hold on. Yeah, I've got about 25 minutes before I have my breakfast. But yeah, as I was saying, so I've had a really relaxed morning. My husband decided to do the school drop-off this morning so that I could have a lie-in, which I thought was very sweet of him. So yeah, I've had a really chilled morning, the time that I would normally have been dropping the children and going to the gym. I've put a hair mask on, I've done a face mask, I've blow dried my hair, as you can see, so I'm just waiting for my hair to cool down. I'm still one of those people that uses rollers. That's how I get my big bouncy look. Oh, that's a thing. It's mostly on Instagram actually, but I've had some questions asking me, how do I do my hair? How do I do my hair? And I tend to use now a blow dryer and a round brush. So I will film a separate video and I'm going to show you how I do that. But I've got about, as I said, 25 minutes to have my breakfast. One of my girls is off sick today. It's actually her 3rd day off sick. And I think, yeah, so I'm going to go and hang out with her, see if she has to do any schoolwork, even while she's off sick. That happens. So day 2, let's do it. Coming up to 2 o'clock, so I'm going to have my lunch now. Actually, I'm going to put you down here so that I can open up the box with my lunch in it. I am beginning to feel like I'm getting a bit of a headache, so maybe I needed to have lunch slightly earlier than this. Yeah, well, we'll do it better tomorrow. Okay, so for lunch I have a mushroom soup. Let's find that. Yep, I have a mushroom soup, and I have some olives. These olives are really nice, so I'm looking forward to those. And I have a supplement to take. This is it, this supplement to take. And I think that this mushroom soup I can do in the microwave, so I can do it really quickly because I really want to eat something now. I am finding it hard to focus on anything. I think that's just because I haven't had lunch yet. Once I have lunch, I think things will be a bit better. But I'm really not doing any sort of physical activity today. I didn't go to the gym this morning, and I was thinking that I would go for a walk, but it is pouring with rain all day today. So far it hasn't stopped, so I'm not that kind of person that walks in the rain. Certainly not today. Okay, right, let's go and have lunch. So this is the soup. Makes a huge amount. Yesterday I did exactly what it said, which was 250 ml of water, but I thought it was a bit too thick for me, so I get more volume because I put in about 350 ml. We had 7 olives. I've already started eating them, so that's what's left there. And then I'm going to be taking this little supplement here. So I made my soup in the microwave. Really? And I actually put in more water than yesterday's microwave soup. It says 250 ml, but I found it a little bit too thick, so I put in a bit extra, and it's made a really massive, like a vat of soup. So that is great. we did have 7 olives, but I've already started eating them. I couldn't wait. And then there are a couple of, I think they're like multivitamins in here. So I'll take those afterwards. I've made it too hot. So I'm having to cool it down. So far, I'm feeling a little bit tired, a little bit unfocused today. Beginnings of a headache, but actually just having those 3 olives has already just kind of slightly dissipated the headache that was coming on. So I think that was definitely a lack of food. I'm intending to just sit at my desk all afternoon and not do anything that's too active or too demanding. And yeah, someone else said to me that today, so day 2 and day 4 are the days that they found the toughest when they did this. So yeah, hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Guys, and I have come out into the garden because I can't bear the smell of the food in the house. It's just making it more difficult. So I've come out into the garden and it is snack time. So I have my olives. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I have 8 olives this time, which is nice. And this hibiscus infusion tea. So I've got my herbal tea. That is snack. And then I think I'll probably have dinner soon after. The day feels very long when you haven't got food to fill the time and the time gaps, and also just knowing that you can't eat anything makes you think about food more. So I'm hoping that this feeling goes tomorrow. It's the same feeling when I'm fasting for Ramadan as well. When you know you can't eat is when you think about nothing else but food. And then after about 2 or 3 days, you just kind of get into a new routine and your brain kind of gives in to that thought, to that knowledge that you are not going to eat anything. And so it frees you up to think about other things. That's the plan. I'll come out into the garden mainly to get some sun. You can see I'm sitting right in the sun. It is chilly, but it has stopped raining. So I've got a jumper on, but it's the first time I've come out of the house today. I didn't go for a walk like I had planned to do. I think they say you can do some yoga, some Tai Chi, or go for a walk, but nothing more taxing than that. So maybe a bit of yoga later on, but definitely an early night tonight. I can tell my energy levels are definitely down today. Definitely. And you can probably hear it in my voice. But I already have some plans to meet friends for dinner and for lunch next week. So I'm kind of clinging on to those plans. But everything obviously this week I've cancelled. I'm not meeting anyone. I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to watch other people have stuff that I am not going to be having. I'm beginning to sound a little bit pathetic, aren't I? I'll catch you at dinner. The final countdown, well, for today. Today is only day 2 and this is a 5-day program. But as I said earlier, I think I said it earlier, someone has said to me when they did it that days 2 and 4 were the hardest for them. So I'm hoping that I'm over the hardest bit, at least for another couple of days. The evening meal, let's have a look. The evening meal. It's weird thinking that all your food is in a box. So we have a minestrone with quinoa soup mix. So that sounds like it'll be even more filling than yesterday's evening meal, which was minestrone soup, and it was really nice. We have another little chocolate bar. Might eat that now while I'm making the soup. And a couple of, I've got 2 left over of the, can't talk, can you see? I'm brain dead now. Hibiscus herbal tea and a spearmint lemon herbal tea. But we also have today, which we will have on days 2, 3, 4 and 5, something that they're calling an L drink, and it's basically a glycerol drink. I'm not quite sure. I need to find out why we're taking a glycerol drink, but it's quite clever. So hopefully it's focusing and you can see the markings there. You basically pour out as much of the liquid till you get to your weight. Like, don't go beyond that. You only pour out until the remaining amount is at the weight that you are, if you see what I mean. And then you pour it into the bottle that came with the pack, and then you fill up with water. So you're basically diluting this, and the dosage is according to your weight, diluting it in there and then sipping away on that. So I'll do that. I've been a bit bad today. I haven't had 2 liters of water yet. So maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit dull, I think. But this is 950 ml. So by the time I finish this, I will be over 2 liters because I've had about 1 liter and a couple of herbal teas. I have to say, the afternoon was tough. Like, it really felt tough. I went and sat outside in the sun just to try and divert myself. I just feel like any diversion at the moment. I even did my makeup today, going nowhere, but I did my makeup just because it was a diversion. But by about 5 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock now, so by about 5 o'clock, I could feel something lifting, like that kind of heaviness in my head began to lift, and I felt a lot better after 5 o'clock. So hopefully I'll start feeling good again tomorrow. I haven't felt bad. I shouldn't kind of say that. I haven't felt bad. I've just felt a little bit at a loose end, if that makes sense. I've kind of felt that I can't really get my teeth into anything. I think the only thing I achieved today was wash and blow dry my hair. I feel like that's the only thing I really achieved. I've started so many little tasks and big tasks and kind of dropped them halfway. I don't seem to have been able to complete any tasks today, whether it's for work or for like family stuff. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. Oh, and one more thing. I'm pretty sure that the reason that I have felt a little bit cold all day is because of the reduction in calories. I always feel that if I haven't eaten properly, then I feel cold. And I think that's just a normal human response, isn't it? Anyway, time to go and have dinner. I won't subject you to looking at my soup and little chocolate crisp bar. I'm going to go and make that now, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is day 3. I have woken up hungry again, but actually the funniest thing I have to tell you, I had such weird dreams about food. Like, I've never really dreamt about food. Hi, Hercules. But yeah, I was dreaming about food. Not guilty about eating it, but about like dreaming that I'd broken it by mistake. So like even in my dream, I was dreaming, if you see what I mean. So in my dream, I'm asking my husband, did I eat that ice cream last night? Because if I did, that means I've crashed and burned, and I've broken this 5-day program. And definitely ice cream was in there, and I think cheese, definitely cheese and popcorn. So all the things that I nibble on in the evening. I'm normally really healthy all day, and then in the evening, if my husband gets out and nibbles, that's when I give in and I have all that stuff. So that, sorry, I haven't got ready for the day yet. That is what I was dreaming about, and it was so weird. The dreams were so vivid, and I really woke up thinking, did I break it? Did I not? You know. Anyway, so I did check. In real life I checked, and also in the dream I checked. Everything's good, but I have woken up hungry. I've realized that there's no way I can do my 16-8. It's more like 14.5 or 15 hours. So I'm going to have breakfast now. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's probably a nut bar. I can't wait. I love those. Oh, the other thing as well, I should tell you, I was going through my emails this morning and I saw an email from Nespresso. Like, I'm just on the mailing list, obviously, because I order every 2 weeks. And I saw an email promotion, and I literally felt a physical pang in my heart when I saw that. So I'm really missing my coffee. But I was just talking to my husband about this now, and he said, he's right. This has really thrown into sharp relief all the things that I do and kind of take for granted or don't even think about. I do mindlessly. So, for example, last night when I was making my soup, you have to cook it on the stove for 15 minutes, the minestrone one. And I know that I have a bad habit of, while I'm cooking, of picking. So those 15 minutes, I could easily have eaten some cashew nuts, a bit of cheese, you know, while I'm waiting for my actual meal. And all of those things are hidden calories. They're foods that my body doesn't necessarily need, and you just forget that you had them as well. So, I mean, I know that's not the point of this program, but it does just make you think about what your body needs and what it doesn't. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't live on 750 calories. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to, you know, mimic that fasting so that you get that autophagy, you get that, you get all those health benefits of fasting. But around that, that's really kind of, you know, he said to me, I give all this advice to my girls and I don't listen to it myself. And he's so right, so right. Anyway, it is now, I think, coming up to 10 o'clock. So that's about 14 and a half hours since I ate last night. So I think that I'm due to have my breakfast now. I realise I haven't really spoken to you very much today. It's been a busy day. I've been working. I just done a really fun live with Amy from Sculpted by Amy, the makeup brand, makeup artist. Really good. Actually, we just did our makeup together. Look at the glow. Yeah, really glowy makeup with her. But I'm feeling good today. It started out like I was really hungry. Let me just put you down. How can I put you? Is that safe? Yeah, started out feeling really hungry this morning, and there's no snack this afternoon. So, but thankfully I'm feeling good. I'm feeling okay. I had crackers and a soup for lunch, so I didn't film that because you don't need to see all the bits and pieces of the food, but it's more about kind of how I'm feeling, I guess. And like that person who said day 2 is the worst, she actually said day 2 and day 4 is the worst. Day 3 today is actually fine. I feel really good. I don't feel that kind of constant empty hole and that pain in your stomach, you know, that you get from hunger. So I think the thing to do is just to focus on other things and not just focus. Oh, someone's at the door. 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. That was just actually DHL picking up an exchange from my Teresa for me. Yeah, I think the thing to do is to stay busy, stay active, have things to do that take your mind off. Well, just keep your mind busy, and then you can't kind of, then you're not obsessing about what you haven't eaten or what you can't eat and that kind of thing. Yeah, feeling good, and I haven't weighed myself yet. This is not really about weight loss. I don't think I'm going to see like a massive amount of weight or I don't really think I'm going to see any weight loss in this 5 days. This is about, for me, resetting my metabolic health and my cellular health and just giving the body a break from the constant eating that I do. I didn't realize that I did. I thought I was very healthy, but actually now I realize that I do a lot of picking, a lot of grazing. Like I said, when I'm making food, I'm picking and grazing before I've even put the first bite of dinner in my mouth. So it's just giving yourself time to think as well. The great thing about this, the fact that it's already prepared, I think I said this before, but it's already prepared, so I don't have to think about what am I going to eat, what am I measuring out, is it going to fit the calorie requirements for that day. It's just there. I just have to go to the box, take it out, and eat it, or make the soup and drink it, and that's it. So it takes away all of that. So there's so much more time available and mental space available to do other things. It'd be a shame to just sit there thinking about food. So yeah, I'm going to keep myself busy all afternoon. Friday night, I am more than halfway through now, because I consider lunchtime halfway through, and it's 5:30 now. So I'm about to make my minestrone soup, which has to be made on the stove, so that's going to take 15 minutes. I haven't really shown you any of the food today because you've seen it and it becomes repetitive for you to see it, but I thought it might be more important for you to know how I'm feeling. So today I'm feeling so much better. I think I've already said this on the vlog already, but I am... Ooh. Birds outside on the trees. No, I'm feeling it so much better that I feel like maybe the ketosis element of it is beginning to kick in, and that I have more energy now. So maybe my body is now getting into that stage where it starts using my own fat for fuel, and therefore you just get more energy because there's no end to the amount of fat on my body. You know, I'm joking, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I have more focus, no headaches. I went and did the school pickup this afternoon. I haven't done the school run this week at all, morning or afternoon. So I went and did the school run this afternoon, and I definitely couldn't have done that yesterday. I just couldn't have driven yesterday. I would have been worried if I'd driven yesterday. But today it was absolutely fine. Sorry, the sun is now streaming in and I'm loving the feel of it on my skin. But yeah, I feel really good. So I am going to make my dinner and then have an early night. I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night, and I'm guessing I'm going to want to do the same again today, just because, well, I can't eat anything, so I can't nibble on anything. There's no reason to stay up. I guess there's nothing I can eat because that's it. I'm just having the minestrone soup and then nothing else. But also, you just get a little bit tired, if that's a word, more tired. And the body just wants to, you know, your eyes start closing. Your body's telling you that sleep is necessary because you've had that much less in the way of calories, if that makes sense. But yeah, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'm really loving this now. I'm so glad that I did this. I was a little bit when I started, but right now, the way I'm feeling now, I'm feeling so good that it's just, yeah, it's a really good feeling. I am going to bear in mind though that the person that told me that day 2 is tough said that also day 4 was tough for them. So they found day 2 and day 4 tough, which means tomorrow, if I go like them, it might be difficult. We'll see. It could be fine. It could be fine. But my battery is now flashing at me. Oh, and my arm is hurting. I can't hold this any longer. So, dinner, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning guys, day 4. I'm actually in my bathroom, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit echoey. It's Saturday morning and I want to put you down somewhere. I've actually woken up not feeling hungry, first time. So that's really good news. I'm not feeling starving, that kind of aching pain in my stomach that you know you have when you're really hungry. And there's only 2 days left. I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be over too soon, which I know sounds ridiculous. A few of you have asked me on Instagram, have I lost any weight yet? I'm not going to weigh myself until the end. So I weigh myself on Monday morning. I do feel a little bit lighter. I don't mean lighter in terms of on the scales. I just feel better in my clothes, but that just probably is to do with less bloating. I haven't been eating all the crap that I fill myself up with at night. So I think that, you know, just that less salt and less sugar has probably helped. I'm just a little bit less bloated, but we'll see. I'll weigh myself on Monday morning. I've just checked out the food for today, and it's very like day 2. So I do get an afternoon snack. So I'm about to head down, have an herbal tea and the nut bar for breakfast, soup for lunch, and I think olives, and then olives again for a snack, which is nice because we didn't have a snack yesterday. And then I can't remember for dinner now. Do I get a little chocolate crisp thing? I hope so, because those were really yummy, so nice. Yeah, feeling good. Weird dreams though. I don't know if that's to do with sleeping better, sleeping heavy. I'm definitely sleeping better. Sorry, the battery died. Yeah, what was I saying? This is the first time in weeks, I was going to say months, probably not months, but definitely weeks, that my left eyelid hasn't been twitching up and down. You know, when you get that, when you're super tired, or I think also when you're low in magnesium, your eyelid can get that kind of involuntary twitch. So this is the first time in weeks that I haven't had that, and it's a lovely feeling that things are working as they should. So yeah, I'm feeling good on all counts, not feeling starving, got energy, got focus, haven't got a headache, haven't woken up with a headache, and clothes are beginning to feel good. Not that I've lost weight. I want to kind of really emphasize, I didn't do this to lose weight. You can't lose a significant amount of weight in 5 days, and even if you did, it would be water and you would just put it straight back on again. But this is about kickstarting a healthy lifestyle again. As I was saying yesterday, it's really highlighted all they're not hidden calories, because I know I'm putting it in my mouth, but the kind of unconscious eating that I'd been doing. I'd been so good until this last lockdown, and then when we went into this final lockdown over Christmas, New Year, January, February, I just lost my focus. Even, you know, I mean, there were days where I would disgust myself with what I would put away in between meals, not even enjoying it, you know, sitting and eating with the family. I was kind of just standing at the cupboard and eating stuff, and that's not right, and that's not me either. So almost like binging, I guess. So this has been a really good eye-opener. It's been a really good focus on what my body actually needs. I mean, no one's going to live on 750 calories, but it shows me that I really didn't need the amount that I was putting away, literally packing it away some days. So yeah, it's time to get going. I haven't got much to do today. As I said at the beginning, I cancelled all plans so that this would be a lot easier to do. Like Don from Elite Wellness told me, I can't say it properly, Don from Elite Wellness. Try saying Elite Wellness. Like Don from Elite Wellness told me, like, if you can, try and treat these 5 days as a retreat where the whole focus is on doing this 5-day mimicking fast, not about trying to fit it in around other things. And I'm so glad that I had that advice and that I took that advice as well. So really, I have nothing to do today and tomorrow, which is just perfect. I can make the most of this. I'm going to do a bit of stretching later. They say, as I said before, walking, stretching, or Tai Chi. Well, it's raining outside. I don't do Tai Chi, and yoga actually sounds too energetic. So I'm just going to do a little bit of stretching later, but I'm going to have breakfast now. I hope you're all having a lovely day while you're watching this. I am definitely feeling like today is going to be a lovely day. Good morning, everyone. It is day 5. It's the last day. And I think I've really broken my coffee addiction. Not that this was the point of this, but I think the reason that I've been feeling good is that I'm not feeling that longing for my coffee. And oh, the other thing I have to tell you is last night I dreamt about, not food, I dreamt about clear water. I literally dreamt about clear water being poured into a clear crystal glass and then drinking from that crystal glass, which was weird because up till now I've only ever dreamt about food. So yeah, it's all kind of all really weird things. Anyway, today is day 5. It is Sunday, another quiet day. I didn't film yesterday. I kind of left you in the morning and then I didn't kind of film again because like I thought, it was a really quiet day. Hi Hercules. Yeah, so we didn't really get up to much. I didn't do very much. I actually ended up taking a bit, well, I tried to take a bit of an afternoon nap. It didn't work because I'm going to have my breakfast now actually. It's the L bar, the nut bar. These are the supplements that we're taking this morning. The algal oil, I think it's omegas, yeah, it's omegas. It's 200 mg of DHA in there. And then I've got my herbal tea, and I've taken the biggest mug I can find. So it's not pretty, it's a Bart Simpson mug, or his dad actually on it, but it's the biggest mug I've got, so I just want the most that I can get out of it. But yeah, I hope you'll forgive me. I'm going to start eating this now. What was I saying? Can't remember. I had to watch that back to remember what I was telling you. Right, so I tried to take an afternoon nap yesterday. It didn't work, but what it meant was the olives that I was supposed to have at afternoon snack time, I had at dinner. So I actually had quite a big dinner because I had the minestrone soup and the olives, which should have been a snack, and I also had a Choco Crisp little bar thing as well. So it was quite, you know, for this diet, for this fasting mimicking program, it's actually, you know, it was quite a large meal. But that was the point, is I just wanted to say that you're not allowed to mix foods from one day to the next. So what you're supposed to have on day 2, you can't like push forward to day 3 or bring forward from, you know, the day after. But you can mix it up during the day. So, you know, I could have had the olives at lunch and had a bigger lunch if I wanted to. That is where we're at the moment. I am actually feeling like I want to go out for a walk today. Like the sun is out, there's a bit of a blue sky, and I feel like I really want to go out for a walk. So I'm definitely feeling good, definitely sleeping better as well. And after today, we go into a transition day. So we do day 6 is transition day. You don't have any products to eat like this, but you do eat very light, like soups and vegetables and juices, and like nothing really heavy, nothing rich, no rich sauces and that kind of thing. The cats are going crazy. So that will be tomorrow, just really light. I do intend to go to the gym tomorrow though. I didn't go to the gym the whole of this week, but I will go to the gym tomorrow. Probably not go crazy, but I'm going to go to the gym and then eat kind of normal foods at home, but obviously not going too heavy, too rich. It's going to be nice to get back to normal food. I'm not going to miss the soups, because soups for lunch and dinner every day, that's not sustainable. I am going to miss this though. This is so yummy. This is so tasty. This nut bar, beautifully flavored. Hello, Hermes. And you can't see him. Come here. Oh, he's such a naughty kitten, aren't you? Do you want to look at the camera? He is such a naughty boy, this one. He's always following me around. He's like my bodyguard. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this little nut bar thing for sure. I love it. Not much else to tell you at the moment, apart from the fact that my husband now wants to do this. I think it would be really good for him. I mean, he's super fit and healthy, but I know he wants to shake up his eating, and I think it would be really good for him. So let's see. What's interesting is that it is the same amount of food whether you are a 5'2" woman like me or a big muscular man like my husband. So I'm not quite sure how he'll fare on these same portion sizes that I'm eating, but that's the way it goes. Apparently, what's really interesting to me is when I started talking about this on my social media, I was amazed at the number of people who messaged me and said that either they had done it, or they had friends who had done it, or I even have friends who messaged me to say that they just ordered it for their husband, and that friends of ours are doing it currently as well, men and women, and obviously the same portion size as me. So I am interested to see how it works for a big man. Let's see if my husband does it. I hope he does. But now it is time to finish up my breakfast and see if I can get someone to come out for a walk with me. Coming at you on day 6. So not to confuse anyone, it is a 5-day program. I finished it last night on Sunday evening, but day 6, which isn't part of the diet, it's called a transition day, where you basically eat light, eat normal food, but you eat light just to get your body back into some sense of normality, and then hopefully you carry on eating healthily from day 7 onwards. But I didn't really record any more yesterday. I did manage to go to the park. I had enough energy to go for a walk in the park in the short little space of time that we had some sun yesterday. But I thought that I would just come on here and wrap up this vlog and this food journal, food diary type thing with my thoughts on the Prolon 5-day fast mimicking diet that I've just done. One of the questions that I've had asked on repeat since I've been talking about this over on my Instagram is, did I lose any weight? I didn't weigh myself the whole way through the week. I was really good. I wasn't doing this to lose weight as such. You can't really lose a dramatic amount of weight in 5 days. And if you lose any weight, it's likely to be water. And I wasn't doing it for that, so I didn't want to focus on the weight, and I didn't step on the scales until this morning. So kind of completed the 5 days, went to bed, woke up this morning and weighed myself, and I'm very happy to say that I did lose 2.1 kilos. That 0.1 kilo is just so important as well. I will probably put some of that back on because it's probably, a lot of that's water. But what it has done, like I've said during this vlog, is really made me look at all the stuff that I was eating that I shouldn't. It's made me really think about my appetite. I mean, obviously it's done a whole load of good for me at a cellular level, which I'm not conscious of, literally, if you see what I mean. But I know that it's happening because for 4 days I was eating 750 calories. So it's kind of tricking the body into thinking that you are fasting, and therefore all that good stuff can happen at the cellular level. But kind of on a more mindful level, it has just given me the kickstart that I need to get back into my healthy ways. I kind of lost my way in this third lockdown. So that's been great. It's really piqued interest for my husband, so he's hoping to do this as well. I am intrigued to see how this works for a man on the same calorie count as it does for someone like me at 5'2". I think I said this yesterday. This is the problem with vlogging for a week. You forget what you said before. One of the things that I thought would happen would be a gradual decrease in my energy as the days went on until, you know, basically I thought I'd be crawling by day 5, end of day 5. But actually the exact reverse happened, and I just had more and more energy. By the end of the week, like I said, I went for a walk yesterday in the park, which I couldn't have conceived of doing on day 2. But by day 5, you know, I was like desperate to get out and do that. So yeah, that surprised me. Would I recommend this? I would definitely recommend this. I'm so impressed with how easy it's been in terms of the practicalities and the organization. So everything is there. You just open up the box and everything that you need for your day's intake is in that box. There's no measuring out, there's no weighing out, there's no cooking. You know, when you're on low calories and you've got headache or whatever it is that you might be suffering from on a low calorie intake, the last thing you want to do is be cooking, especially when you're cooking for other people. Again, I think I said that. So a lot of this is maybe stuff that I've said, but it's reinforced, kind of looking back on it now with hindsight. Definitely stand by everything that I've said so far, but apologies if I am repeating myself. What else did I want to tell you? One of the things that happens when you fast, for whatever reason, whether you're fasting, you know, for religious reasons, cultural reasons, or for health reasons like this, is that your stomach does shrink a bit. So I've not been starving hungry today in between meals, which is great. And I don't really feel the need to load up my plate like I was just previous to doing this. So that's also great as well. You get an idea of the size of your stomach. I mean, this was obviously less than you normally need, but I definitely don't need what I was taking before. So yeah, all in all, it's been a real eye-opener. It's been a good discipline. It's been a good kickstart to getting back into my healthy way of eating and healthy way of living. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. I think I might be able to get a discount for you guys if you are interested in trying this out for yourself. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. But I would say always, you know, see a medical professional before you start any sort of diet, especially something like this, this is quite severe. I mean, I was smiling through most of it. Day 2 was hard. Day 2 was really hard. But the rest of it, I was smiling through most of it, but it was hard. It wasn't that it was just easy. You know, I had to stop myself sometimes and get up to go to the kitchen, get a snack and go, oh my God, I can't have anything. So it was all of that. It was difficult, but I love a challenge basically. And I love the challenge of doing this, and I stuck to it to the letter. I didn't cheat at all. And, yeah, so I would recommend it, but do see a medical professional before you start any diet. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is I think I can get a discount code for you guys if you fancy trying it out. I'm definitely going to do this 2 more times. I'm going to do it once a month for 3 months, which is what the clinical trials were based on. And I want to see what results I get from doing that. So I'm definitely going to use my discount code to buy it for myself. But definitely use my discount code. It'll be in the description box below if you fancy getting it, trying it out. I would love to know if you do and what your experience is on it and what your results are and that kind of thing. I think next time before I do it, what I would do is get some of my vitals recorded. So things like my blood pressure, my resting heart rate, maybe my body fat percentage, things like that, so that I can then compare it after I've finished the program, because I didn't do that this time around and I wish I had. So that's one thing that I wish I'd done. Apart from that, yeah, any other questions that I may not have answered, please put them in the comments below, because you know I'll always reply. And oh, if you're not following me on Instagram, you won't have seen I did a daily reel every day, my little journey on the Prolon Fasting Diet. So check out my Instagram and check out the reels especially. But that's it for this vlog. I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of the longest vlogs I've ever done. So congratulations if you made it through to the end. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And if you do go on this journey yourself as well, let me know. Bye.